Hello! Welcome to Let's Ride to Norfolk. Well, we're actually just leaving Norfolk now. A little later than we expected to, but here we go. Google is trying to get me to leave this road that I'm on. Google is wrong, but it's very hard to correct Google. It wants to do what it wants to do. I can't remember which episode this is. It's 7 or 8, I guess. I've just been to see the Electric Forecourt in Norwich because there aren't any on the routes that I like to take. It was quite nice. It had its flaws, I will say. But generally speaking, yeah, great, lovely, wonderful. More of that, please, especially places that aren't like stuck out in the end of sort of a landmass, you know. They're great if you're going somewhere, you know, there's a place to stop, but this is not on the way to anywhere. They do have more planned. They do have more planned. I'll say that. I'm happy to report that my leg is fine. If you haven't watched the last episode, I might have hit a bird. Quite a big bird, in fact. It started to zig and then it zagged. And that was the end of that. But, you know, the weather's been nice. It's not been especially warm. It's still a little on the cool side, but like it's not cold. It's acceptable riding conditions. Wind's been very calm, which is welcome. Doesn't really matter which way the wind is blowing, it's always annoying to have wind. Even when it's in your back, like you're gonna turn and twist on the roads and you're blowing around all over the place. So that's good. And now I'm just gonna, you know, we're on our way home. It's probably as long to get home as it is. Maybe actually it's longer to get home. I was trying to figure this out when I was on the dual carriageway there. I think in distance it's probably the same. In time it's definitely more, and there's an extra charge on the way home. There's an extra charge on the way home. Now, one of the issues that I'm going to have in this particular bit is I don't think there's a single road I follow all the way. And that can be an issue because Google is going to be frantically trying to get me back onto a dual carriageway because it's more efficient. I know I talk about this a lot. I should probably stop complaining about Google, to be honest. I'm probably preaching to the choir, and you're probably sick of hearing about it. But it really annoys me because I'm like, well, I want to go on some nice roads, and Google's like, well, I don't want you to go on some nice roads. But I rely on Google to keep me to my route when I come up on some kind of weird junction where I'm like, huh? We'll see how it does.
Quarter of a mile. At the roundabout, take the second exit.
I think that's correct. I think that is correct. came into Norwich this way when I test rode the bike. If you remember my test ride video, which, statistically speaking, if you've watched any of my other videos, you've probably watched that one. But yeah, I came this way on my my test ride. But then yeah, we're not following it all the way back into the east though. We're taking a different route. I don't know where that diverges. And then in the last bit, I think is mainly going to be in the next. Oh my god, I had that thing open. Wow, sorry about that. I had my vent open. It generates a lot more noise. Yeah, on the last bit, which I think will be in the next episode, I will be mainly riding on the route I took back from Norwich. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, Google. I'm not going to fall for it. It wants me to turn right. So you do. I think this road basically goes to this. But it's not the way I want it. Fortunately, something I will occasionally do is just pop into the side of the road, pull my phone out, and be like, Google, shut up. I'll just pull my phone out and be like, well, you know, where am I in relation to the route that I wanted to do? But my phone is close to dying. It's on 13%, so it's in my pannier, plugged into a power brick, and inevitably, it's going to be not recharging. Its USB-C socket is extremely temperamental, really finicky. Jar it at all, it goes off. And I don't have a long enough cable to put it in my pocket. I don't have a long enough cable to pocket charge it off the USB outlet, which I have found works better because it jars less in my pocket. Yeah, at some point Google might just shut up, which would be nice. Except I don't really want it to die because I'm going to need it later for when it can give me somewhat better directions. Just like if it wasn't such a chore to follow Google. sometimes the way it looks in the map is not exactly the way it's lined on the road. And what you will find is that, you know, there'll be a sharp turn to one side, and it'll be lined as a curve, and a junction that goes off in some other direction. And on the map, it looks as if the road just keeps going that way, but actually the road takes the sharp left turn, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I kind of rely on Google to tell me when that's happening. And yeah, I know there are other sat-nav options are available, but they come with their own problems. I'm not a big fan of Kalimoto's voice commands. I'm also not a big fan of Kalimoto's routing. And I haven't bought Kalimoto. I'm not averse to buying Kalimoto. I tried it in like my home region and I didn't find it very helpful. And that kind of put me off buying it. There's also Beeline. I'm not super convinced by the way Beeline works. I guess what I really want is a version of Google that I can just say, here is the route that I want, and it just tells me how to follow it. And Google does not let you do that. Barbecue. It's an adventure bike behind me.
In a quarter of a mile, turn right.
Will I turn right? Ooh, exciting. Suspense. Will Stone Wolf turn right? Find out next time. Not really. Nowhere near their episode break yet.
Turn right.
No. But I don't. Oh, actually. Wow. Even just as I say this, that's my episode break. Actually, my episode break is on the other side of Bunwell. So we're getting close. We're getting close. Sometimes finding like the halfway point is hard, and Bunwell is a little too early, but it's quite long. So just like, yeah, okay, we'll do it leaving Bunwell, and it'll be close enough. Oh, roadworks. Oh wow. Okay, so fair enough. Oh no, we get to go right through. I was going to do the outro here, I just cut it. We get to go right through. Nice. Nice. Yeah. There's the end of Bunwell. Okay, well, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have anything to say about it, or anything I was talking about, you know where to find that comment section. If you did enjoy it, I would suggest you check out some of my other videos, which you may also enjoy, and if you do, consider subscribing. Don't forget to hit that bell if you do subscribe. And if you would like to reward me for entertaining you today, find my coffee link in the description below. Goodbye!